Alrighty, folks, let's begin today. Let's begin the Thursday stream. Let's go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of my Come Hang Out live streams where we just kind of hang out and talk about whatever comes to mind. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we can talk about. Today is Thursday, December 30th, I believe. Yeah? Yes, December 30th. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic Thursday. I totally didn't just wake up. I've been up for hours. What are you talking about? No, I just woke up. My sleep schedule's all kinds of messed up. So, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and begin today's stream. Let's go ahead and talk about our streaming schedule really quick. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, with daily updates on my community tab. If you want to go ahead and check that tab from time to time, it is worth checking. There are some updates to be found there. If you don't find me here today, then, or if you don't find me here during any given stream day, check the community tab. There's usually an update there. In today's stream, because today is Thursday, let's just do a casual stream today. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, and it's also Trivia Day tomorrow. We're going to be doing the Kahoot tomorrow, and if that doesn't work, I have a backup plan in store for trivia as well. So tomorrow we will do trivia, for those of you guys wondering in the chat today. And yeah, it's also New Year's Eve tomorrow, so it'll be a pretty fun stream, celebratory Friday stream. Pretty good way to end off the year of 2021, I think. Yeah, tomorrow's the last day of 2021. Seems kind of surreal. I remember thinking, it was just yesterday, thinking, oh wow, it's gonna be 2022. It's crazy. It seems like just yesterday it was 2015 somehow. Yes, guys, Kahoot is tomorrow, for those of you guys in the chat wondering. Yeah, in terms of today's stream, as mentioned, we're just going to be doing a casual stream today. If you guys want to ask questions, feel free to do so. If you want to see a different background throughout the duration of the stream, feel free to ask, and we can totally switch things up every couple of minutes. And yeah, I think that's all the announcements that I have for you guys today. Just letting you guys know what we're doing for tomorrow's stream. Yeah, I don't think there's any big Ninjago announcements around the community. I don't think. I hadn't seen anything today. So, yeah, what do you guys got for me? How's your day going today? Hopefully you guys are having a pretty good day. Remember when 2020 began? Yeah, me too. 2020 was a year of promise, but it turned out to be a really terrible year, all things considered. I hated 2020. 2021 was better, just not perfect, though. Not perfect. Went to a Lego store for the first time today, drove 30 minutes. The store was out of stock with only the Ninjago City Gardens set. Was trying to get it, but the Water and Jungle Dragon set. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I feel like Ninjago sets are not going to be restocked until maybe the 1st of January when the new stuff comes out. I imagine after Christmas there's a lot of stuff that's just out of stock and hard to find because so many people are buying Ninjago sets for their kids on Christmas or whatever, or for whoever likes Ninjago, obviously. Yeah, I checked my local Target today. They had some stuff in stock. They had the Keeper's Village, so that's cool. I already have the set, so I didn't grab it. But yeah, it was kind of cool seeing, other stuff on the shelf. You can find it online. You can see, everything that's available online. When will I rank Master Wu? Probably be doing that next week. I think that'll be a project that we can do for streams next week. This week, I figured we should probably just take a break from tier lists and whatnot. Been kind of pushing those on the channel a lot lately, so I figured we could take a week break from that kind of stuff. No big deal. I think it was more Christmassy last year than this year. Yeah, I agree. Last year for Christmas, I felt like super pumped. I was super into it. This year, though, yeah, it did kind of feel like something was off or something was missing. Can't really put my finger on what it was, but I agree. It definitely did not feel festive this year, I guess. I guess that's the right way to describe it. Am I going to order the core sets tomorrow because it's coming out on Saturday? Yeah, I'm going to wait up tomorrow, obviously, until the clock strikes midnight. As per usual for these LEGO releases, I'll probably just buy those sets online. I don't think I'm going to be able to find them at physical locations. I'm not going to drive 3 hours to the nearest LEGO store. I thought about doing it, but ultimately decided against it. That's just, 6 hours round trip on a Saturday that I do not want to spend on Ninjago core. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, I'll order them either on lego.com, or if my local Target or Walmart has them by some miracle, I'll grab them there. Maybe I can get them the same day. Usually though, more often than not, I usually have to wait like a week for them to show up at my doorstep, which is okay, especially with Ninjago core. I feel like I can wait for a week. getting them on release day, that would be cool. I could do a lot of videos about them, but I'm probably going to have to wait a while until I actually see them physically. But yes, I will be buying them at some point, whether it's in physical stores or online. We'll just have to wait and see. I also have a water bottle here, so if you hear me stop talking occasionally and you hear some liquid sloshing around, that is a water bottle. Season 13 fix? Sure. Season 13. What do I think happened to Garmadon? I feel like he's just out hanging out somewhere, maybe he has a hut somewhere in the forest somehow, just cooking rats or whatever Garmadon does in his free time. I don't know. I guess we'll find out in his comic series that comes out some point in 2022. Time went by fast. I agree. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. Just kind of depends. Always flexing with the water. Yeah, man, we always got the gas station water bottles here. I feel like I buy a case of water every couple of days because I go through so many water bottles, and I don't drink tap water and stuff like that. I have a weird thing with tap water, so I need like bottled water. Nothing against people that drink tap water. I just have a weird thing with it. Weird thing. We have a $5 donation from Supernova. Thank you very, very much for that contribution to the channel. Thank you very much, Supernova. Hope you're doing good. Guess what I just bought? I just bought my first Lego set, and it's the Ninjago Legacy Monastery. So excited to get it. What sets do I like a lot? The Monastery is actually a pretty good one, so that's a good choice right there. I still have mine all built up, all together on my shelf. What sets do I like a lot? I really enjoy the Movie Bounty. That's my all-time favorite Ninjago set. I also really like the... Pizza time. Thank you very much, Supernova, for the $5 donation. I also really enjoy the Ninjago City Gardens, and as mentioned, the Monastery is a pretty good set, so I do appreciate that donation. Thank you very much for the contribution to the channel, Supernova1486. Thank you very much. Yeah. Do I have a celebrity crush? I mean, of course. I may or may not have a crush on Haley Steinfeld. There'd be no way of knowing. Also, Robert Downey Jr. Dare I say? I'm a big fan of his. So I guess you could say RDJ or, Idris Elba. He's pretty cool. I like him a lot. It is what it is. Tom Holland or Chris Pratt? Probably. I'll go with Chris Pratt. I think he's a lot more funny, dare I say, than Tom Holland. Was I sad when Adventure Time got canceled? Not really. I stopped watching Adventure Time maybe halfway through the series. So, I wasn't super upset when I heard it got canceled. I was like, all right, that's fair. I wasn't super upset or anything like that. Did I see the Hawkeye finale? I did see the Hawkeye finale. I feel like it's okay to talk about that now because it's been like a week since Hawkeye came out. I'll keep it brief just in case some folks haven't seen it just yet, but I thought the Hawkeye finale was kind of underwhelming. It was okay, but I don't know. These Marvel Disney Plus shows, man, they have a really hard time having a great finale. All of the finales have something wrong with them, in my opinion. There hasn't been a solid finale just yet, especially with like Hawkeye, Where in the world am I? Middle of Wisconsin right now. So pretty barren, pretty snowy, not a whole lot going on around here. You look out your window and all you see is snow. My car's been buried for like 3 days, so that's that. Do I think Garmadon is the Vengestone buyer? I think it's possible, but I feel like he's not the prime suspect, If Garmadon does turn out to be the Vengestone buyer, I wouldn't be super upset. I think that would make sense, but I feel like it's probably somebody else. He's not like, he's not my prime suspect, as I said. I feel like it could be someone else a lot more. I feel like it's just going to be a new character altogether. If it is a returning character, it's awesome, but I feel like it's going to be a new character at the end of the day. Season 8 pictures, you got it. Sons of Garmadon. Or Garmadon of Sons, you never know. How many sons does Garmadon have? Who knows? There would be no way of knowing. I remember when Sons of Garmadon was coming out and people assumed that, it was literally implying that Garmadon had more than one son. So people were like, ooh, is Lloyd going to have like a secret brother that gets revealed this season? No. No, that was not the case. Let's see. Did I get the vaccine? Yes, I did. I have the 2 vaccines and the 1 booster. I'm good to go. And I didn't get sick or anything like that after I got mine, so I guess that's good. I know a lot of people do end up with like some type of sickness or whatever if they get the vaccine for the coronavirus, but I was fine. The worst that I had was like a sore arm, which is always the case whenever I get like a shot. I also got my flu vaccine, so I am good to go. They're going to be putting microchips in my body, and I'm okay with that. You know, that classic, the classic conspiracy theory that the vaccines contain microchips or whatever. I don't know. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Get vaccinated. Bottom line. Was I shocked when Zane was a robot or a Nindroid? Oh yeah, when that was revealed. Yeah, totally. I remember very vividly where I was. I was sitting on my bedroom floor watching Ninjago, watching that episode way back in 2012, all those many moons ago. And then Zane opened his chest, and I was like, oh, all right, he's a robot. I didn't see that coming. All right, I didn't put two and two together before time. You know, they definitely hinted at it. You know, rewatching that episode, they hint at it earlier in the episode, but I didn't see it until, you know, he actually physically opened his chest and revealed his robotic interior. That could be the name of a very strange fan fiction. But yeah, no, I was shocked. I was like, whoa, all right, that's neat. That's fun. Had over 1,000 shots. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not one of those people that are like weary about shots. You know, just give me the shot. It takes about 2 seconds and then call it good from there. It's not that big of a deal to me. When I got my booster shot, I also got my flu shot. So 1 in each arm. That was fun. Couldn't really use my arms for a while because they were just sore. What do I think of Ninjago Season 4? Season 4 is by far my favorite season. I really like it a lot. I love Chen's Island. I love all the new characters. I love the world building of Season 4. Overall, it's just a really good time. The finale isn't super great for Tournament. Admittedly, there are better finales out there. But still, I really enjoyed episodes 1 through 8 of Tournament. So, you know, the last couple of episodes being a little underwhelming didn't bother me too much. So... get scared for blood tests. Yeah, I have that happen a couple times too, because then, you know, the needle's in your arm for a little while longer. It's uncomfortable, I will admit. I'm not like, you know, again, it doesn't make me like scared or I'm not going to pass out or anything. It's just kind of uncomfortable for a while. Worst season is 6. I disagree. I think Skybound has a lot of good things going for it. So it is what it is. I understand if you guys have different opinions or think a different way. That's totally okay. Don't like the idea of Dark Kai. Yeah, I can see why some people wouldn't. I think it's going to be, or I think it would be a really cool thing for Kai to be like a vigilante. Not necessarily evil, but like more, or less, I guess, considerate of his opponents if he's more violent in the way that he fights. I think that could be cool. Kai just gives into his anger. I would like to see that at some point. We kind of got a little hint towards that when Kai blew up Boreal. That was pretty cool in terms of like a sequence. He just, you know, his eyes glowed red and he just shot a bunch of fire out of his hands. That was cool. I liked that sequence a lot. Kind of showcased what Dark Kai could look like. Maybe he uses a little too much power. You know, not necessarily like evil Kai, but more like dark, tragic, inconsiderate Kai. Doesn't pull his punches kind of thing. I think that could be cool. Hate Season 3, but it had a good finale. Yeah, Rebooted gets a lot of hate, and I'm not really sure why. I really enjoy Season 3. You know, it's short, but I think it doesn't need to be that much longer. You know, I think it's a solid length. Season 3 is not too bad. I do like the finale, though. Yes, the finale is pretty good. A couple of you guys are asking for Season 1 picks. Certainly. There we go. 2 more days until the new year. Yep. Almost there. Almost there. 2022. Let's go. Favorite minifigure. My favorite minifigure of all time is a Ninjago minifigure. It is the original Golden Lloyd from 2013 or 2012, depending on when you guys got the final battle sets. We didn't get them here until 2013, so, you know. It is what it is. Do I still like Skylar? Of course I do. Skylar's still awesome, obviously. Do my parents know about the success of my YouTube channel? If so, what's their reaction? I mean, yeah, my parents haven't really been opposed to my YouTube channel. I've had this channel since I was 13, and, you know, they've never really been like, oh, you can't do YouTube. That's not a good career path or whatever. I don't know. They've just kind of been like, yeah, do your thing. You know, I don't think they understand it for the most part, but they haven't been like, you know, they've been supportive, which is nice. It's nice to have that kind of luxury, I guess you could say. And since I do YouTube as a job right now, you know, they find that to be relatively respectable. So I guess that's good. Again, I'm not sure if they understand it fully, but it's good that they support me, I guess you could say. Not really sure what else to say regarding that topic. What's my opinion on Moro x Harumi? I mean, they could be good with each other if they were to ever meet. Unfortunately, though, I don't think they ever will meet unless they both meet in the departed realm or whatever. I don't know. It is what it is. I know a lot of people ship them, but they've never really met, right? So I don't know. I ship Harumi more with Lloyd himself. I know that's kind of an unpopular opinion too, but I think they could have made things work if Harumi was not killed by a building. That type of thing. I didn't some Ninjago staff members comment on the Moro and Harumi ship. I thought that happened at some point. Could be wrong about that though. Morbius tickets go on sale tomorrow. I did not know that. I might want to grab my tickets for that. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy that movie, but I'll still see it. I mean, it does have some relevance to the Spider-Man from what I can figure out, so I'll probably go check it out. I know nothing about Morbius, so I guess I'll just be going in blind. Am I excited for the new Doctor Strange? Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Sam Raimi, can do no wrong. I'm very excited to see his direction for a Marvel movie. First time since, Spider-Man 3? So it'll be interesting to see what he does with that movie. The first Doctor Strange was all right, in my opinion. Not great, but decent. So I'm curious to see what this second one is all about after being delayed a bajillion times. Do I think that Core will have some sort of appearance in season 16? Yes, I think Tommy Andreasen or somebody else on Twitter, someone who works on Ninjago, did in fact say that some of those core sets will be appearing in the next season. As to which ones and what role they will play, I have no idea. But yes, we will see some type of crossover between Ninjago core and the TV show at some point. In my opinion, it'll probably be a little similar to how, for example, in March of the Oni, you had some legacy sets in there, like the Earth Driller, Maybe it'll be something similar to that. But yeah, they did confirm that that will be the case. Best Seabound set, probably the Hydro Bounty. I think that's the best one. The ninja uniforms will probably appear. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Ninjago core suits themselves appear in the next season, if those are in fact going to be the suits for the next season. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I think that would be pretty cool. I mean, I like those suits overall. They're not perfect. They're not the best suits ever, but they're okay. They're all right. Solid 6 out of 10 in terms of like that group of Ninjago costumes. Do I play Five Nights at Freddy's? I do not. I've played the first game, and I don't think I have played any others. How many games have they made at that point? Or how many games have they come out with so far? When did the first one come out? Feels like forever ago. Seabound pics? A lot of you guys are asking for Seabound images. Certainly. Where is Seabound? There you are, my lovely Seabound. Have I heard what Tommy Andreasen said about Ninjago lasting until 2038? Yeah, I'm actually planning on doing a video on that because I keep on getting sent that tweet in my DMs across all of my social media. I'm planning on doing a video about that, clearing it up because no, it's a joke. It's a joke tweet. I imagine Tommy Andreasen gets a lot of tweets daily asking for spoilers and stuff, and sometimes he just kind of tweets out random jokes, just to throw people off. I don't think that tweet should be taken seriously. He also said that Whiplash was going to be the main villain of 2038, and it's like, oh boy. How many years is it until 2038? A whole bunch. I don't think Ninjago's lasting that long. If it does, fantastic. If not, I don't know. We're probably all going to be dead by then. The world will have probably imploded on itself at that point. One of those things. Let's see. Can the thumbnail for the next Hangout vid be a photo of Dareth? Maybe there should be a thumbnail of a character other than one of the ninjas, don't you think? Maybe we could switch things up at some point. I don't know if Dareth would be my first choice for that, but we can totally switch things up. Maybe in the new year. Maybe I'll switch things up a little bit. Because right now they've just been the six ninja on loop. I have a certain pattern going on. But yeah, maybe in the new year we can switch things up a little bit. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. The world explodes when Ninjago ends. Yeah, as soon as Ninjago gets discontinued, the entire world blows up. That's what happened in 2012. That's why the world was supposed to end originally, because Ninjago was about to end. But then it got restored, and the world was like, you know what? Let's see what Ninjago has to offer. As I take a sip of my water. Good Lord. My throat is like dry. Oh yeah, good news, guys. My neck is better. If you guys have been following the streams as of late, you would know that I've been complaining about my neck hurting throughout the duration of this week's streams. Woke up today and it was actually a little better. I could actually move my head left to right. I can look down. I can look up. It's glorious. It's not perfect, but I'd say it's about 95% restored at this point, which is good, you know? Just kind of rested with a heat pad and whatnot, swapped it out with ice every so often, and yes, we are back to near full capacity with my neck articulation and my mobility. So we're almost there. It's almost restored, which is good. I don't know how I messed it up, but I'm glad that it's almost fixed. Yes, yay for my neck. You know, congratulations, my neck. You fixed yourself. Can we do a poll? Sure. What do you guys want to do for a poll? Pitch me some ideas for polls, and we can totally do something like that. Do I have any pets, or do I have any pets, or have I had any pets before? Yeah, I've had pets my whole life. Right now I have 2 cats, one Waffle, one Momo, and they are both beautiful cats. I like them very much. They don't really get along too much with each other. They kind of scrap occasionally, but they're okay. They're fine. And yeah, I've had pets my entire life. I grew up with when I was born, my parents had 2 cats and a dog, so I've been around pets for a very long time in my years of existing. Let's see. What do you guys suggest for polls? Best giant snake? Yeah, that could work. I mean, how many giant snakes do we have? Lloyd versus Moro poll. Who's the better green ninja? Poll on the weakest ninja. Best final battle. Remember, we only have about four options for polls here. 4 different slots. So if you have a poll idea that could, you know, revolve around 4 distinct things, that could work. That could be cool. Hydra bounty, land bounty, or Destiny's bounty. I mean, maybe, right? That could work out. Yeah, let's do that actually. Let's start with that. We can do multiple polls throughout the duration of the stream as well, because we have still a lot of time left. So let's start things off with best, I'm going to say best mobile base for the ninja. And I will add one more in there as well. So what do we got? We got the Hydro bounty. We have the land bounty. We have the Destiny's bounty. And then I'm going to add in there the Ninja DBX, because that's kind of like a mobile base as well for the ninja that we saw during season 4. So yeah, let's start with that poll, and we can totally do more as the stream continues, because again, we have a lot of time left in the stream still. So let's begin with that poll for the best mobile base for the ninja. Feel free to cast your vote in terms of that, and we can totally switch things up occasionally as we continue on with the stream. So don't you worry. Let's see. In the TV show or the set, it's up to you guys. You know, just vote for your all-around favorite mobile base. If you want to take into consideration the sets, go for it. Otherwise, if you want to do the show, do that too. It doesn't really matter to me. Just, you know, cast your own judgment. Let's see. Do I play Minecraft? Not so much these days. I used to a lot back when I was younger. Not so much nowadays. Someone just said it looked handsome, which made my day because I didn't think I was any of those things. Well, hey, congrats, man. Glad you're having a good day. Yes, we are all beautiful people in our own way. So keep your chin up. You know, we're all gorgeous. We're all gorgeous people. Do I like Jay's freckles? They're okay. I mean, they used to throw me off a lot, but I've since gotten used to them. I don't think it's like a natural progression in terms of like Jay's designs. I don't think freckles work that way. Could be wrong though. I mean, you know, apparently Jay has always had freckles, but he's just been covering them this whole time, which I can kind of see, I guess. I don't know, they're okay. I do like Jay's design. I just don't really consider it to be like a natural transition from, you know, his old design to his new one. I think that's the worst of the transitions in my opinion. Master of the Mountain background. Yeah, didn't we do season 13 at some point earlier for this stream? I thought we did. So instead, why don't we do the other Cole story, which is Day of the Departed. Which I do have pictures for, despite it being my least favorite thing about Ninjago, or one of my least favorite things. What were my thoughts when the ninja changed in season 8? I just wanted some type of explanation, you know? I just wanted some type of reason as to why the designs changed. I didn't mind so much that they did, because I actually prefer a lot of the movie designs over the older ones. You know, I just wanted some type of explanation as to why the ninja changed. And we kind of got that, but not really. I don't know. It just took a while to I guess, logically piece it together. I wasn't one of those people that immediately, threw up their hands and was like, you know what? I'm done with Ninjago now that they've changed the designs of these characters that have looked the same for years. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of wanted some type of logical explanation. If you heard that pop, that was my water bottle. I have no idea why that happened. That's fun. The water bottle's going to explode. Favorite time blade? Probably the reversal one. I think that one's cool. The reversal time blade. Do I know how to do stop motion animation? I do not. I've tried before, but ultimately I'm not super great at it, so I kind of stay away from stop motion animation. Some people on YouTube do an awesome job at putting that together. I could never do something like that, so if you guys do stop motion, props to you. I don't really have the skill, nor do I have the patience to do stop motion animation, as cool as it is. I've tried before, and it just didn't really work out in my favor, so... yeah, you probably won't see me put together stop motion animation anytime soon. But I'm glad if you can, That's awesome. Let's see. Do I think Ninjago could do something where the ninja go to a universe similar to something like Shattered Glass? Ooh, where there's like evil ninja and good guy villains? Yeah, that could be cool. Again, I've kind of suggested this in other videos. Maybe they could do like a alternate reality as one of the realms, Because we still have a whole bunch of realms that we have no idea what they are. So maybe one of those realms could be like an Elseworlds Ninjago, or as you mentioned, like a Shattered Glass Ninjago, where, they go into there and they have to deal with evil versions of themselves. That could be super cool to see. That could work out. I think Ninjago should do that at some point. Which Technoblade is my favorite? I like Cole's. His is on the chain. That one's kind of cool, actually. Otherwise, Zane's looks pretty cool, too. I think my least favorite is probably Jay's. I just don't like the chainsaw portion of Jay's Technoblade. I don't know why, but that always kind of bothered me. I like the one that's on the chain. That one's awesome. And just whip it around. That one's super cool. Yeah, we did have the Bizarro Ninja at some point. I'm talking like full-on like evil ninja. Since, the ninja team has since added Lloyd and Nia, that could be kind of cool. Imagine an evil version of Nia that, that's different from the one that we saw in Season 2. I think out of the entirety of Ninjago, we have seen all of the ninja go evil at some point. So, maybe they could do it sometime at some point down the line. Who knows? I think that'd be awesome. Best Spider-Man villain. I don't know. Green Goblin's kind of cool. Willem Dafoe. Can't go wrong with good old Willem Dafoe. He's not so much Willem Defriend. He's Willem Dafoe. Haha. Big brain time. Injured myself while trying to get Skylar out of the accessory pack. It was worth it, though, because I rescued my true love out of a prison. Congrats, man. Yeah, with injuring yourself, though, how'd that happen? How'd you do that? Did you cut yourself on the plastic or something? How did that happen? Because I've injured myself before cutting Lego sets open too. Most of the time it's on the pair of scissors that I use. My very rusty pair of scissors that I should probably replace. So yeah, it just kind of depends. How'd you do that? Do I have any favorite YouTubers? Most YouTubers that I watch do other content aside from Lego. But I will say, in terms of Lego YouTubers, I've been subscribed to Jang Bricks for the longest time. I think he's the best Lego channel out there, or whatever he's doing now. He has a whole bunch of channels. Right now, doing his thing. But I think he's awesome. I've been watching him for a long time now. I think I started watching him when Hero Factory was coming out. So 11 years ago. Been watching that guy for almost 11 years, 12 years even. He has a good channel. Feel free to check him out. He's probably my favorite Lego focused channel on this website. Whew, as I take a sip of my water. Forgive me, folks. Season 12 picks. Also, today is your birthday. Well, happy birthday to you, and we can totally do Season 12 pictures. When is my birthday? November 23rd, so it's going to take a while before we loop back to it. Yeah, my birthday this year was pretty good, I'd say. Got a lot of cool stuff and hung out with some friends and family and whatnot. It was a fun time. I had a pretty good birthday this year. How old am I? I am 22. 22, and I'm still a Ninjago fan. Make with that information what you will. Spoiled Spider-Man No Way Home by saying the villain to anyone who did not watch it yet. Yeah, but all of the villains are in the trailer, so that's not really a spoiler, in my opinion. If you put something in the trailer, I think it's fair game to talk about, because that's out there, that's common information. Green Goblin being in No Way Home is common information that people know, because he's in the trailer. So yeah, I don't consider that to be a spoiler, necessarily. Wonder why people don't watch the trailers anymore. Let's see. Who has the better beard, Karloff or Bolobo? This is a serious question. I don't know, man. Bolobo's beard is pretty fantastic, I must say. But Karloff's beard is fantastic, too. I don't know. They could almost tie. I'd say Bolobo, because his is, like, more out there. Yeah, I'd say Bolobo has the better beard. Speaking of things that are better, let's go ahead and talk about the poll that we have really quick. Which is the best mobile base? The Destiny's Bounty is winning, obviously. Kind of saw that coming. But the Hydra Bounty is in second, and the Land Bounty and the Ninja DBX are kind of neck and neck for third place. Why don't we end off that poll really quick? And let's do ourselves another poll. What do you guys want to do next for a poll? What do you guys want to do? Because we can totally do more. We still have a fair amount of time left in the stream. Feel free to shoot me some more poll suggestions. Let's see. Have I seen Mr. Beast? Or do I see Mr. Beast? I don't watch him so much. I'm aware of him. I know that he exists. I just don't watch his stuff very much. Momo versus Waffle. Momo would win. They've fought before, and Momo has won every time because she's the alpha. Obviously. Let's see. Remember, guys, we only have 4 different options whenever we do these polls, so keep that in mind. I like the idea of doing the best time blade. I don't think we've done that one in a while. Best sacrifice. Yeah, we could probably do that. I mean, who do we got? We got Zane's, Garmadon's, Nia's, and someone else's, if I'm missing someone else's. Why don't we do the time blades? I like that idea. Let's do the time blades as a poll, and then we can do something else afterwards, obviously. Yes. Why don't I do the most useful time blade? As opposed to, like, which one's the best. Which one's the most useful? What do we got in terms of time blades? Fast forward. Pause. Reversal. And what else do we have? The slow motion one, right? Slow-mo? Slow motion? I'm going to say slow-mo. Slow motion. Exertion. I think that's all of them, right? Feel free to vote for your favorite time blade, or which one is the most useful, rather. Which time blade is the most effective in a given day-to-day situation. I think that's all of them, right? Fast forward, pause, reversal, slow motion. I think. If I'm wrong, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, just make something up. Who knows? Don't I think that Tournament of Elements reminds you of Squid Game? Not really. I almost did a video comparing the two, but I thought about it a little more, and I was like, realistically, I don't think they're all that similar. I mean, the only thing that's similar to me is like the tournament, you know, only one can remain, that kind of thing. I don't know. To me, they're way too different. But I have seen a lot of people on Twitter in my comments saying, oh man, Squid Game ripped off Ninjago Season 4. I don't know. To me, they're just way too different. Would I ever do collabs with any other Ninjago YouTuber? I have done so in the past before. I've done videos with other people. I primarily like to do videos on my own, though, because I don't really care for, you know, relying on other people very much, as you know, as weird as that may sound. I don't know. I feel like just with videos in general, it's easier to you know, follow myself, work with my own, you know, preferences and whatnot. I feel like working with other people is fun on occasion, but it's not something that I do often. So, I don't know. A lot of you guys have asked me to collaborate with this YouTuber or that YouTuber. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't really watch a lot of other Ninjago YouTubers out there either. So, you know, I'm not really sure who's good to collab with, who's not. I don't know a lot of people. Let's see. Who do I think the weakest ninja is? That's a good question. Who is the weakest ninja right now? It's not Nia. It's not Lloyd. It's not Cole. Maybe Kai or Jay? Maybe? Perhaps. I don't know. Just kind of depends on what you guys think. But I don't think it could be, Lloyd, Cole, or Nia, because they're all super strong in their own ways. Especially Nia right now. She's insanely strong. Do I like Doctor Who? I have not watched Doctor Who. I'm not a Doctor Who guy. Season 14 background? Sure. The Island. It was right there. How about that? And my Windows thing just went off for some reason. Thank you, Windows. I love you too. Love you very much. What do I think of Generic Stud? Haven't watched him. Can't say too much about him because I don't watch him. I keep on seeing his videos in my recommended though, and every single time I'm like, why am I seeing these? I don't watch his stuff. Apparently the YouTube algorithm loves to promote his stuff, which, is cool. Good enough. Good on him, but I don't watch his stuff. I know a lot of you guys do though, so, nothing against the guy. I just don't watch him, and that's that. I don't really watch a lot of other Ninjago YouTubers, and you guys know that. So, best island suit, probably Cole's. I think Cole's is by far the best. Honestly, all of the island suits are gorgeous. They are by far some of Ninjago's best costumes, and I think Cole's is the best one. So, have I ever noticed that Nia looks older than all the ninjas until season 8? I think that's just up to interpretation. I always thought she looked the youngest, probably because she was the youngest or one of the younger characters. I believe she still is, right? I think. Because she's younger than Kai, obviously. She's younger than Jay. Way younger than Cole. I don't know. I think her design now makes her look older than what she did back in the day, but I never really got that impression that she was the oldest one, or looked the oldest. I always thought she was like the baby sister of the group, which in a way she kind of was. Until she became Samurai X, I really didn't like that too much back when Ninjago was first coming out. They very much pushed Nia just as Kai's sister and nothing more. It's like, come on, she's cool in her own way. Let's give her something. To do. So I'm glad that she became Samurai X and actually did something. That was cool. Have not seen The Island. Where could you watch it? Right now it's on US Netflix if you live in the States. Otherwise, I'm sure you could find it on YouTube somewhere. I'm also not sure. I do have a link in the description that'll lead you over to a Google Drive, and this goes for everybody. A group of Ninjago fans put that together as well. It has almost every Ninjago episode on there on that Google Drive, so feel free to check that out. It's at the very top of the description if you just scroll down a little bit. So, I mean, if that works, I guess you could watch it there. Otherwise, yeah, I use Netflix. The Island is on Netflix right now. At least on US Netflix. Snow or rain? Gonna have a big rain snowfall on New Year's Day. I kind of prefer rain at this point. I mean, snow's cool when it just starts out, like snow's nice, but then it eventually starts getting super annoying and, you gotta shovel, all that kind of stuff. With rain just makes everything wet, I can deal with that. For snow, it's, it stays there for a while and then it melts and makes everything wet. It's very clingy, I guess, I must say. We have a $5 donation from Master Arc, Reborn Garmadon versus Current Nia. That could be a fight that would be awesome to see. Imagine that for a second. Reborn Garmadon versus Current Nia. I wonder who would win that fight. I almost want to say Nia because she destroyed Wajira, but then again I feel like Garmadon could totally put up a fight because Garmadon destroyed the Great Devourer. Granted, that was his original form, but it'd be cool to see them fight. I wonder who would win that battle. And thank you very much, Master Arc, for the $5 donation. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Should see a notification on the screen relatively soon. Sometimes there's a bit of a delay. There it is.
Pizza time.
Yeah, pizza time. Thank you for the $5 donation. Let's see. Where's Waffle? Where is Waffle? Where is she? Oh, she's laying on my bed, right on my pillow. Thanks, Waffle. One thing that my cat Waffle does a lot is she will hide her toys. She will basically hoard her toys all in one spot. She grabs all of them and puts them all in a pile. And more often than not, she likes to hide them under my pillow. I bet you that's what she's doing right now. She's guarding her toys so that Momo doesn't steal them. I'm telling you, it's pretty cute, but I'm getting pretty sick of finding Waffle's cat toys underneath my pillow at night. It gets confusing sometimes because I feel just something fluffy under my pillow. Kind of freaks me out. So, thanks, Waffle. Thanks for that. And for those of you wondering what my cat Waffle looks like, I do have an image of Waffle right here. Look at her. She's like a little meerkat. How cute. How adorable. Yeah, she's kind of a chore, but she's cool. Yes, let's send off the poll. The time blade poll. The reversal blade won, which is of course not surprising, but of course we had the pause blade in second place. That's weird. Fast forward and slow motion are kind of tied for last place, which is okay. You know, it is what it is. I honestly think reversal is the best one too, so I agree. We have a $1.99 donation from Jose again. Thank you very much, Jose. Pizza time. Smash or pass Pixel. Pixel's cool, you know. She's all right. Solid 8 out of 10. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe for the sake of monetization, maybe I should say pass. But, you know, maybe today's opposite day. Who's to say? Season 7 background? Sure. Hands of Time. Wait, didn't we start with Hands of Time, though? I think we started with Hands of Time. So let's do... I don't know. Let's do... what else should we do instead? Let's do Season 10. It's been a minute since we've seen Season 10. I think we started the stream with Hands of Time, right? I kind of want to, you know, keep things switched up. You know, I don't want to go back to something that we already did. But yeah, what do you guys want to do for another poll? Because we can totally do one more. Or maybe even 2 more if we go quick. So give me ideas for a poll. Poll idea. Who's the best leader? Ooh, leader of the ninja team? Because we've seen different ninja lead it. I think Cole was the original, followed by Kai and then Lloyd, if I'm not mistaken. Pitch me some other ideas for polls. Let's see what we can do. A couple of you guys are talking about best ninjroids. Maybe. I feel like everybody would just vote for Zane, though, so that might be a little too obvious. Golden weapons poll. Maybe. Perhaps. Seeing a couple suggestions for the golden weapons poll. And I don't think we've done that in a while, right? Yeah, okay. Let's do the golden weapons. Let's do the golden weapons. Give me 1 second, folks. Just gotta stretch my arms, stretch my neck. Best golden weapon. Not counting the mega weapon, of course. So what do we got? We got the Scythe of Quakes. We got the Nunchucks of Lightning. Not Thunder. Shurikens of Ice. And the Sword of Fuego. Shurikens of Ice, Nunchucks of Lightning. I think I spelt everything right, but forgive me if I spelt something wrong. I'm also half asleep. Vote for your favorite golden weapon. Which one would you rather have in real life? Which one would be the best one to have? Feel free to vote. Me personally, just kind of depends on the day. Some days I prefer the Scythe, some days I prefer the Nunchucks. Feel free to cast your vote in the poll in the chat. Feel free, folks. The mega weapon would win if it was on the poll. Oh yeah, by far. Nunchucks of Wind. No, not the Nunchucks of Wind. That one time that Jay shouted out wind in the volcano is confirmed to be a mistake. I don't think they had Moro in mind just yet. How far ahead do you guys think Ninjago plans? Like, how far ahead do they have the story mapped at that point? Because I doubt they were thinking about Season 5 when they were creating Season 1. There's no way. There is just no way. Would rather get a golden gun instead. I was just thinking about that today. I was like, man, the ninja use a lot of melee weapons. What if they had a season where they just use guns? You know, that wouldn't be very ninja-esque, but, you know, we've seen, you know, in Season 15 in Seabound, they use, like, the harpoon guns, right? You know. How in the world do you spell Skylar? Just like how you spelt it for the first variation. Skylor. Skylore. Not Skylar, but Skylore. I think that's how you spell it. I've seen Lego spell it a couple of different ways, though, but I think, you know, Skylore, I think that's the most common spelling. Obviously, the name Skylar you can spell a bunch of different ways. Why is Twitchy Tim at your house? You may want to phone the police. I don't think he's supposed to be there. Call Ninjago PD. His comment just reads, I love guns. Yeah, I mean, you know, they're all right. Solid 5 out of 10. Let's see. Yeah, imagine that for a second. Hashtag bring guns in Ninjago. Ugh, I don't know if they'd do that. Could work. It could very well work. Ninjago should have Ninjago Core as a side thing, but it shouldn't take away from the Ninjago TV show. Then there wouldn't be a drought, and then maybe there could be more adult-themed sets. Yeah, I understand that point. I get why Ninjago Core exists, though. It's to kind of appeal to a younger demographic. I understand that. But at the same time, you know, I get it. I understand that adult Ninjago fans might need to wait for a while until we get some more content. I think Ninjago Core is a fun little experiment, I guess. But I don't know how well that'll go over with most Ninjago fans. Possession background? Sure. Season 5. There we go. Starting things off with Ronin. Already off to a fantastic start. Good lord. That's another Ninjago character that I don't like. Ronin. What if Maya knocked on your door? Then I would not phone the police. I would instead order Domino's or whatever she wants. You know, whatever she wants, she gets. Order her some takeout, you know? Watch season 15 or something. I don't know. Is that what people do these days? Ninjago and chill? Or whatever? What's my favorite weekend whip? Yours is the Rift Whip. That's a pretty good one. I really enjoy the Shintaro Dungeon Whip. I think that one's awesome. It's a nice sound, you know, it builds up, it escalates, and then it, you know, it's a big payoff. I'm not a music critic, so I don't know how to describe music necessarily, but yes, the Shintaro Dungeon Whip is by far my favorite whip. Guns on ninjas sound odd. Yeah, it's not really a ninja thing to do, you know, to carry around like a Glock, but you know, Ninjago hasn't really done that before, so maybe we can see that at some point. Again, they had harpoon guns in Seabound. But yeah, I would much rather see them with swords and stuff. Remember in Possession when all of the ninja carried around swords? Crazy time. It's whack. Arcadian Whip, that's a good one. That's another good one. Not gonna lie. Obviously the original is iconic too, the original Weekend Whip. It's iconic stuff. Every Ninjago fan knows that song by heart, or at least they probably should. Who do I think is the current leader of the ninja? Probably Lloyd. I think Lloyd is by far the most obvious leader that the team has at the moment. But as I said, you know, Cole was the leader at one point. Kai was the leader. I don't know. I think out of those three, I would much rather see Cole lead the team some more. But Lloyd leading it makes the most sense, obviously, because he's like the most powerful ninja. He's the green ninja, you know, the chosen one. It makes sense for him to lead. Let's see. Why isn't there a golden weapon for wind? Good question. I think there's just a golden weapon for the 4 primary elements. You know, fire, lightning, earth, ice. Every other element in Ninjago, I believe, is a secondary element, or maybe an elemental essence, depending on what you want to define as a power. You know, is creation an elemental power? Who knows? No one knows. But yeah, I believe the golden weapons only stand for the original primary elements. So, you know, fire, lightning, earth, and ice. In season 5 they switched off. Yeah, I liked that a lot. I liked that. Maybe you lead. Oh, you know, sure. Let's have Zane lead for a while because Zane is the smartest one, obviously. And then Zane malfunctions, and yeah, that was pretty fun. I liked that aspect of Possession a lot. Flintlock carries guns. He does. That's right. They have had guns in Ninjago before. How about that? Would the ninja carry guns though? I mean, it's a difficult question. The fan of wind. Yeah, like, I don't know what those are called. Are those called fans? Nia used one, I think, during season 3. Do that, but for wind. That could work out. What would be Water's golden weapon? A spear? I'm thinking spear. I've seen people make, like, golden weapons for other elements before, and a lot of those concepts are really cool. A lot of those are really fun. But yes, I think a spear of water, that would make sense, right? Best villain? Garmadon, Overlord, or Chen? Do I like Shang-Chi? I do. I liked that movie a lot. I think that was the second best Marvel movie that came out this year, as opposed to, you know, or right behind Spider-Man No Way Home. That's easily my favorite Marvel movie that came out this year. Eternals and Black Widow, I could care less. Just swap them out. I don't know. I didn't really care for either of those. Trident of Water, that could work out too. The Trident. I think a spear would be a little bit more appropriate for Nia, though, because doesn't she use a spear most frequently as her primary weapon? Let's see. Trident of Water. Yeah, that could work. Skybound background? Sure. Season 6? You got it. I don't think we did Skybound yet, did we? Who knows? Machine Gun of Water. Yeah, Nia's the one with the Glock this time. How are we doing on the poll? Which weapon is winning? They are obviously, they're actually pretty close in terms of like, okay, they're actually a lot closer than I thought they would be. The Sword of Fire is winning, but ever so slightly. Why don't we let that run for like a minute longer? If you haven't voted just yet, feel free to do so. Vote for your favorite golden weapon. Gauntlets of metal. That could work. Karloff having golden gauntlets. Literally just watched No Way Home. Awesome. I thought it was pretty good. Obviously, I've seen it like 5 times, so I better like it. Daggers of energy. Yeah, or you could do like Lloyd's weird like double-bladed scythe thing that he had in the spinners. That was his golden weapon all those many years ago. What was it called? The Super Bolt or whatever? The Super Bolt of energy. The double-bladed scythe of energy. Favorite intro animation. Ooh, a lot of the intros have some really spectacular animated sequences. I really like Hands of Times, though. Hands of Times intro is so cool. I like that one a lot. The season is pretty average, in my opinion, but the intro for Hands of Time is fantastic. Like, they did that one really good. I'd probably say that one. Otherwise, you know, Skybound's intro is pretty cool. Possession's intro is awesome. In school, what language did I pick? Oh, for like an alternate language to study? Spanish. I took Spanish for 2 years because that's all my school was offering. I'm sure if I asked somewhere, you could probably get a different language in like an online class, but physically in my school, the only option that was available was Spanish. So I took 2 years of Spanish and hated every second of it. Nothing against the Spanish language. It's just that class was awful. I didn't like it all that much. Do I know how to draw? Not professionally. I mean, I do like little doodles sometimes, I guess, on my notepad, but I'm not like I don't consider myself like an artist, you know? I would love to draw, but I don't really know how. I'm not super great at it, honestly. If only schools taught Ninjago, yes, then that would be the day. You could write full-on sentences in Ninjago. Let's go ahead and end off the poll. The Sword of Fire won. Congratulations, Sword of Fire fans. What came in second? The Scythe, okay. Nunchucks was pretty close. And then the Shurikens were last. Rest in spaghetti. Never forgetty. Kai activates his super duper. Oh, of course. Nia activated hers during the finale of Seabound. That's why she got all crazy looking. Got all powerful. Is Ninjago an American or Canadian show? I thought it was Canadian, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was Canadian. Now I need to look. What is Ninjago? Let me look. Let's see. I totally spelt Ninjago wrong. I'm dumb. Forgive me. Where is the show, my guy? Show me the show. I don't know. It doesn't say. What the heck? I know it's recorded in Canada. It's recorded in Vancouver, right? I believe. So maybe it's Canadian? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Feel free to guess in the chat. Legacy Shorts picks? Sure, and that could actually round out the stream quite well. Maybe we will end off the stream with Legacy Shorts. Who's to say? I'm seeing equal amounts of Canadian and American in the chat, but I'm seeing, I think, a little more Canadian. I think it is Canadian, if I had to place my guess on it. Danish Canadian, that makes more sense. I know it's recorded in Canada. A lot of the voice actors live in Canada, if I'm not mistaken. It's a UK show. What is it? We can't agree. Who cares? Let's just move on. How many times have I rewatched the show? The earlier seasons I rewatched a lot because I used to watch them a lot back in the day. The newer seasons I still need to rewatch, man. I need to like get my act together and rewatch some of these newer seasons more frequently. And we are almost out of time, so why don't we go ahead and turn things over to rapid fire questions. Anything that I can answer in just a quick sentence or two, that'll be a pretty good way to round out the stream. Let's answer as many questions as humanly possible. Larumi, Loikita, or none? I like Lloyd and Akita. I want Akita to come back so she could be with Lloyd happily ever after. I think that'd be awesome. I think that'd be amazing. What would I think if they remade the new seasons with the older designs? I mean, I think that's an interesting idea. I'm not sure if they're going to do it, but if they were to do it, yeah, I think it'd be interesting to watch. You know, I don't hate that idea. Let's see. What would a modern Nauticon look like? Probably the same, but maybe with less dynamic animation, maybe a little flatter in terms of a design. I don't know, maybe more muted colors. Who's to say? Maybe he changed the colors. Who knows? Is Tanner my real name? Yes, but Fishies is not my last name. Contrary to popular belief, Fishies is not my last name. Do I want a sequel to Golden Legend? Yeah, I think that could be awesome. I would love to see more of that world. You know, that's probably one of the most unique out of the entire Legacy Shorts collection. I would love to see a sequel to that. What do I think of Nauticon's hair? It's marvelous. It's glorious in every sense of the word. Who's my favorite Lloyd voice actor? Probably Sam Vincent. I think he's the best. But, you know, Jillian Michaels did what she could, and that's awesome, too. You know, I liked her as Lloyd, but I think Sam Vincent is a little better, dare I say. Let's see. Who is better for Nia, Jay or Cole? Definitely Jay. I ship Cole with other people more than I ship him with Nia. I think Jay and Nia are the better match, obviously. Coco versus Resurrected Garmadon. I think Coco would be obliterated, but, you know, maybe she could stand her ground for a little bit. She is a warrior at the end of the day. She used to be a warrior back in her day, so who knows? Maybe she'll put up a fight, but I feel like Resurrected Garmadon would wipe the floor with pretty much anybody who decided to fight him. What's my favorite 4+ sets? I don't know. They're all kind of bad in my opinion. The new Lloyd mech looks interesting for core, the new 4+ Lloyd mech. I'm considering getting that one because it actually looks better than the Electromech, which is an abomination against humanity in and of itself. So maybe the new Lloyd core mech, not gonna lie. Did I know that Caillou and Ninjago are from the same studio? Are they actually? I did not know that. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Why do I think there are wind dragons in the first realm? I believe there is a dragon for every element, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in the first realm, and they just so happen to come across the wind one. So, yeah, I think there's a dragon for every element. Who's my favorite ninja currently? Cole. Cole is my current favorite ninja. Which ninja allies would I like to see come back the most? Like I said earlier, Akita, I would want her to come back at some point. Skylar, I think, should get more of a focus in future seasons. Fingers crossed for that. And maybe Cyrus Borg could have a bigger role down the line. I think we last saw him in, what, Prime Empire? I think. Give him more to do, unless he was at Nia's funeral, in which case, you know, disregard what I just said. Favorite season? Season 4. Why is Cole my favorite? I relate to him the most. He's very much down to earth, you know, no pun intended. He's very calm. He's very chill, you know, and, you know, depending on the situation, he can get serious as well. He's a pretty much just all around awesome character. And I just love how, you know, human he is. He's the most human out of the entire ninja cast, in my opinion. Not physically, but, you know what I'm saying. Mentally, I think he's very calm. What's the Amber Dragon? I don't know. We never saw it, but I imagine it exists somewhere, right? In the first realm? Who's to say? What do I think of the pilot season? It's alright. It's okay. Solid 6 out of 10. A great start to the Ninjago series, but nothing more than that. Let's see. How much time we got left? Let's answer one more question. Let's get one more question on the board before we call it quits today, folks. And I need to take a sip of my water because my throat hurts. It tends to happen when I talk for an hour straight. Yeah, let's get one more question in here before we wrap things up today. One more big question. One more big question. And then we can call it quits for today's stream. Ooh, that's interesting. Let's talk about that quick. Hey, Tanner, do you think the ninja could lose their powers due to the loss of Nia, like in Spider-Man 2? Ooh, I like that comparison. That's interesting to think about. In terms of the ninja losing their powers just out of, what, grief or guilt? I mean, that could work. I mean, we kind of saw the ninja quit being ninja during season 4 when Zane died, but they still had their powers, obviously. They were still using their powers effectively in their day-to-day lives. But nowadays, it's going to be different. So yeah, that's an interesting thing to think about. I think if that happens to anybody, we might see it happen to Jay, because I feel like Jay is going to be cooped up a lot. Maybe Jay could learn to recapture that lightning or whatever. Yeah, I like that idea a lot. I think that's awesome. Very interesting to think about. That's a great final question. Hopefully I was able to answer it. I think if it happens, it'll happen with Jay. And all right, guys, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my stream here today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's go over our streaming schedule really quick before we wrap things up permanently. At least for today's stream. Here we go. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. You guys know how this works. I'll give you guys daily updates on the community tab. You guys understand. You guys have been here a while. You see this. Hugs. Yes, let's get some hugs in the chat. Hugs, 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 hugs. I don't know how many hugs I just put out there, but there you go. Enjoy the hugs. Spam some hugs in the chat. It's a great way to end off the stream. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to today's live stream. That'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Yes, look at all the hugs in the chat. It's beautiful. Everybody spam hugs. It's a great way to end off the stream. Thank you very much for participating in today's stream, you guys. Thanks for asking questions. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being a fantastic audience, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. Tomorrow, same time tomorrow, we are doing Ninjago trivia to end off the week and the 2021 year. So tune in tomorrow if you want to partake in Ninjago trivia, and we will be back same time tomorrow for that very same thing. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys then. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for tuning into this one, and I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.